and action.
Pecos, Bill, and Sluefoot Sue.
Howdy, my name is Coyote.
And I'm Dixie. We're going to tell you about Pecos, Bill, and Sluefoot Sue. They are legendaries from the Old West.
The first thing you need to know is how Pecos Bill got his name. When Bill was a little fellow, his family headed west. They rode in the covered wagon.
Bill was riding in the back as they crossed Pecos River in Texas. The wagon hit a rock. Bill bounced out of the water. Splash! He fell into the river.
Bill's family didn't see what happened, but it was Bill's lucky day. He was saved by the smartest, bravest animal of all, me.
Now, some folks might say a coyote is dirty, stinky mutt that eats trash.
Hey!
But the fact is, Coyote did a right fine job raising Bill.
I called him Pecos Bill after the river he was found in, and all grew up to be the best cowboy in the West.
Why, he could rope a lightning bolt and use it to start his campfire. He could stop a stampede by blinking an eye, and he used a live rattlesnake for a whip.
Nobody else could do the feats as announcing as Bill's feat. At least that's what everybody thought until the day Bill and his friend Cactus Pete were walking through town.
Hey, looky there, Bill. What's that coming down the Rio Grande River? Why is a girl skating on a boat? No, wait, that ain't no boat. It looks like a whale.
That's not a whale, it's a catfish. I can see his whiskers.
That's the biggest catfish I ever did see.
Woo-wee, that girl can sure ride. Look, Pete, she's jumping off the fish and here she comes.
Hi boys, I'm Sluefoot Sue, and I'm looking for the best rider in the West.
You're looking at him. Pecos Bill is my name. I can ride anything and make it tame. I rode a mountain lion and turned him into a pussycat. I rode a grizzly and turned him into a teddy bear. I even rode a landslide all the way down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
I heard you have a kicking, snorting spitfire of a horse.
You heard right, Bill's horse is named Widowmaker, and that's because no man who rides him lives to tell the tale.
Except me, and I ain't married.
Well, I'm a woman. And I'm a man to ride that horse. Yee-haw! Sue jumped on Widowmaker. The horse took off like a firecracker in the front pan.
Sue was as strong as 10 grown men. She hung on the Widowmaker like a bird on a dog's tail. But the Widowmaker finally bumped Sue off. Sue flew up and landed on her rear end.
Back in those days, women wore something called a buckle under their skirts. It was like a big spring. When Sue landed on her buckle, she bounced up into the sky like a frog from a slingshot. Yee-haw!
When she came down, she landed on her buckle again. And boom, up she went again. Down, up, down, up.
This is more fun than wrestling alligators.
Pecos Bill, you have to help her.
I'll lasso her down, lickety split. Watch this.
Hey, get this rope off of me.
Don't fright, Sue. Here you go back onto solid ground. Pecos Bill, you polecat, I was just about to be the first girl on the moon.
Don't you know that Bill saved your life? You wouldn't have stopped bouncing for 100 years.
I don't need saving. I was going to rope that water tower down over there and pull myself down.
You can rope and ride, Sluefoot Sue. You're the girl for me. Let's get hitched.
Not so fast, cowboy. Maybe you can rope it a bit, but I ain't seen you do any riding.
Name it and I'll tame it.
Not so fast, cowboy. Oh, carry with us. You see that storm cloud heading this way?
That's a tornado. Run, everybody, hide.
Bill, if you want to marry me, you ride that tornado, ride it away from here and save the town.
I'm the best rider in the West, East, North, and South. I sure as shooting can ride a little old 200 miles per hour wind. Let me just rope that tornado and bring it over here.
No way, you don't get to have all the fun.
Pecos Bill stood back. He watched Sue lasso the tornado. She roped it and tugged it close.
All right now, Bill, hop on up here.
Pecos Bill jumped up on the tornado. It howled. Pecos Bill jumped up on the tornado. It howled. It swirled. It tried to suck Bill in.
Whoo!
But Bill stayed on the tornado. He turned it around. He rode it out of to the prairie.
Whoa there, tornado. Easy does it. Settle down.
Well, looky there. Pecos Bill has tamed that tornado into a tiny breeze. It couldn't have even tamed over a tumbleweed now.
Pecos Bill hopped off the little breeze and roped himself in the wild Mustang and rode it back to town.
Pecos Bill, you are the best cowboy in the West, East, North, and South. Now let's get hitched.
It was the biggest wedding in the West had ever seen. So many people came that the wedding was held on the open prairie.
The cake was the size of 4 wagon wheels stacked on top of each other. Lumberjacks from the north woods came down to cut it.
The guests danced so long their soles were off their shoes. They got took so thirsty that they drank up all the water in the water tower.
Sue roped a cloud and she dragged it over and everybody stood under it.
Then Bill lassoed that cloud and squeezed it tight. Rain fell out and filled every last glass and tin cup. Everyone made a toast to Bill and Sue.
Then Pecos Bill and Sluefoot Sue rode off into the sunset. They lived happily ever after. The